Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining the section, the onboarding section, and which, of course, is official and necessary for the program. So we're kicking off right away. So before we do that, I'm quite sure you can hear me, and also for the purpose of those that are not on the call currently, if you have idea of any of them that's on the that's supposed to be here, kindly reach out to them to join the session because we are kicking off already. So our host for today is Abdulquadir is going to take us through the onboarding course and most especially, the agenda, which I believe that all of us have already received the onboarding invitation, which contains the agenda and the program of the day already. So, Abdulquadir, are you here?
Good morning, Ma. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Please
morning.
confirm if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you louder and clear.
All right, Ma. Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to the NTC-Scholarship 5.0 onboarding call. And with me, I also have some program managers that will be running you through the onboarding process together. So this onboarding process is actually very, very important so that you can be able to know and learn what to do so that you can maximize this opportunity. So first thing foremost, I would like us to actually know each other. My name is Mohammed Abdulquadir, and I am the program manager for the Nupe Tech community, and I am pleased to be here. So I would like each and every one of us to actually drop our names, where we are joining from, and what we expect from the Nupe Tech community in the chat box. Please let's do that. Let's do that. And if you can hear me clearly, please can I get some emojis to be clear we are on the same page? I need some emojis, please. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim Abdullahi. Thank you, David, Mr. Ahmad Suleiman. Thank you, Mrs. Nafisat Abubakar, Mr. Umar Faru. I can see the emojis. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. So now we have some things on the agenda which we are going to be using for today's event. So the first and foremost, I would like my founder to talk about NTC, to give us the introduction about NTC. Um, Ajay PhD, are you on the call, please? Can you please give us a brief introduction about NTC, why we have NTC, and what we are all about?
Thank you so much, Abdulquadir, for that wonderful intro. So basically, I'll just give a little bit intro on NTC generally for the purpose of those that you are not quite sure or certain what the community is all about, and you don't really have much time to perhaps search. If not, it's already on the internet what we do and what we look forward to. So NTC simply means Nupe Tech Community. Don't mind the name, right? The name as Nupe is not, we are not being biased, but it's actually a community of tech enthusiasts, irrespective of any background you are from, your religion, your tribe, language, or age. What we do is we leverage the power of networking, we leverage the power of connections, we leverage the power of experts in the tech industry to facilitate or to empower, or to advance the less privileged or those that are looking forward to access technology or to gain one knowledge or the other in the field of the tech. So streamline it down to the Nupe. So when I say Nupe, it simply means the youth in the Nupe land, the kin Nupe simply means Nupe land. So what we look forward is to see more ways we can youths in the kin Nupe can access technology tools, can learn tech skills. Reason behind this community is we have realized that the particular region is behind. They don't really have access to those global opportunities. They are lagged behind a lot, and what we do is to see how we can try as much as possible to bring these opportunities down to their level. In fact, to the extent that we try as much as possible to deliver, this training or maybe skills or capacity building through local language in such a way that they are going to learn easily, they are going to understand the concepts very fast, right? So for the fact that we focus on the kin, it doesn't even mean that the opportunity or the program generally in the community is just restricted to the Nupe, right? So it is an open platform, just like we the techs usually say open source. So it is an opportunity for everyone, and that is why you can see even on this call we have people from participants from different locations. We have participants with different languages and so on. But at the same time, we also use this opportunity to create awareness, about some of our cultural heritage, our values, the Nupe community, the Nupe itself, the hidden potentials within the Nupe itself. So that is how Nupe community, is defined, right? And of course, we have people behind this creation of Nupe community. But before I go there, I think I've mentioned during my explanation, I've mentioned this, but our aim, of course, is community development, to build a community where we can empower youths, to learn the tech skills, to gain access to be able to, stay updated in the latest trends in the technology. First is, of course, to be able to innovate, to be creative, to solve different problems within their locality, and also, to access, capacity buildings like trainings, mentorship sections, quality events, having access to experts in the industry and be able to solve different problems using technology, right? So the objective, of course, is to create job opportunities and reduce the high number of poor digital presence. So like I said, in the region, right, we have a very low digital presence there. And what we are trying to do is just to create that, awareness to reduce that. Of course, the world is now digitalized, right? And of course, if you're a tech expert or if the region is leveraging technology to solve different problems, to create opportunity, the economic rate of that region is going to, of course, grow, right? Empower and advance youths in technology. So it's still the same thing we're talking about, right? And enable youths to have knowledge on information technology, right? We have gadgets, how do we use it? How do we gain rightful information from this tech gadgets, right? Also creates an advanced digital literacy among the youth. So that's why we are coming up with this scholarship of a thing. It's not just about how you can use tech with day-to-day activities, but also, of course, how you can learn more skills, to even improve your career and personal development, and of course, public recognition. Wow. So okay, so this is our previous edition, but I believe our membership should be more than this now if we basically calculate it. So from the last edition, we have more than 4,000 members across the 36 states, including the FCT and 4 other countries. So I remember there's one other country we have now, making 5 other countries apart from Nigeria. So we have, our members have cut across this particular locations. However, the focus is actually the kin Nupes, like I said. So when I say kin Nupes, I said Nupe lands, or where you can actually find Nupes are based, which is Niger State, Kwara State, and Kogi State. So you can see on your screen, those 3 states are in green, shows that we are trying to penetrate that particular area to increase the rate of awareness. But however, we can have Nupes across the states or across the countries. We can even have, relatives of Nupes, or even perhaps tech enthusiasts, like someone that is just, passionate about tech, right, all over the world. So the opportunity is also open, but we use this to encourage or to, seek for more expansion, to say, if you have any Nupe friends or neighbor or colleagues, please let them know that there is an opportunity at their doorstep that they need to grab, join the community and learn a lot, from the community. So I think basically that's short about what we do, though we have different programs, and I think that will be that will come later in the agendas. We have different programs that we run within the communities to support, tech enthusiasts from different levels, from newbie, novice, intermediate or experts, or different ways, right? So I'm sure I'm able to say something on what Nupe Tech community is all about. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you for that brief introduction of the Nupe Tech community. I believe our participants and our honorable speakers can now understand what the Nupe Tech community is all about. So moving on the agenda, because of our time, we are going to be discussing about the founders of the Nupe Tech community, because if you don't know a little bit about what the founders are like and what our programs are all about, we won't actually know what and why we are doing this. So, like she mentioned before, we have 3 founders. So the first person on the list is Mr. Abdulquadir Saliu, who is an ICT officer and software developer at the Federal Inland Revenue Service. These are the people that actually came together. They sat together and were like, okay, let's use our own tech skill and knowledge to impact the society. And we also have the person that just had our voice just now, the person that has been doing wonderfully well for the community. If you are a techie, be it newbie or an expert, you are supposed to have met Agile PHP, maybe at an event, talking about technology, advocating for women in tech. She has been all around. So I believe she actually deserves some emoji in person of Mrs. Memunat Manzuma, popularly known in the tech ecosystem as Agile PHP. She has been doing wonderfully well for the tech ecosystem. May God bless you, ma. And we also have the third co-founder, and in person of Mr. Hassan Sani, who is also a DevOps engineer at Kaderi. These people are the backbone of the Nupe Tech community since the inception of the community in February 2023. They have been doing wonderfully well. They have been putting in their sweat, they have been putting in their time and their fun to make sure that people are actually able to learn tech. They're actually able to use tech in their career and their daily lives. So moving on from our honorable founders, let's talk about the activities and the programs of the Nupe Tech community. Now, like you mentioned before,
Okay.
we only have one aim in Nupe Tech community. The most important aim we have is to digitalize the community to make sure everybody can have access to tech skill, and they can use this tech skill to better their lives. So Because of that, the Nupe community actually have some agendas. We have some plans. We have some programs that we have been doing. And as the program manager, the first one and the one I love the most is our scholarship scheme. Since 2023, Alhamdulillah, the Nupe community have been able to hold 4 scholarship, tech scholarship, and soft skills scholarship. We had our Nupe Community Scholarship 1.0, we had 2.0, we had 3.0, 4.0, and now, by the grace of God, this is actually the 5th edition of our NTC Tech Skills Scholarship, where we actually like give people chance to start, to kickstart their tech career. And over the years, we have been able to, if I am not bluffing, we have been able to actually have scholars that have amounted to about 1,000, because that our initial aim was to actually give 1,000 people in Kinupe the chance to take skill. And now I think we have actually surpassed that. But we were like, okay, we still have more areas to cover, because as you can see, and you have mentioned before, you are not only limiting this opportunity to the Kinupe any longer. We now have people across the country and even beyond. So because of that, we are actually continuing our tech skills scholarship, and we are, even though we had our 4.0 last year, Aguye and the other founders were like, okay, we should not stop. Let's continue this tech skills scholarship. So that's why we are having our scholarship 5.0 now. Now, apart from this scholarship scheme, we also have programs that include our Tech Talk series. Now, this Tech Talk series is actually about us inviting experts, the tech ecosystem. We look at experts in cybersecurity, experts in front-end development, experts in startup, experts in back-end development, and any other area in tech. So we invite them to come to the community and talk to the general public, the general community, about how they can actually better their lives using technology. So we used to have this Tech Talk series every month. We have had our February session already, where we had Mr. Najib Yusuf, a front-end developer, where he called me and talk about AI and how we can use AI, how we can actually future-proof our career, how we should not allow AI to take over our jobs. And it's actually a very, very wonderful session. And we are looking forward to to the March edition of our Tech Talk series already. So these are some of the programs you can actually benefit from being a member of the Nupe Tech community. Apart from that, we also have incubation series. This is something we are in plan. We want to be able to actually solve problems using technology. Problems in software, problems in marketing, problems in businesses, problems in hardware technology. So if anybody in the Nubitech community can actually come with a solution to these problems, the Nubitech community will actually collaborate, network, and support the person. So we have our incubation program, we have our scholarship program, and we also have our TED Talks. So on this note, I think we are going to move to the next thing on the agenda, which is to talk to actually introduce our special guest, because the reason why we are here is not just for us to talk about the program, because we actually definitely be going to talk about what the program entails and what we expect from our people, from our participants. But before then, we are blessed to have some wonderful, wonderful people with us. And I will leave Aja Memunat Manzuma to actually introduce our special guests today to talk about the topic that we have picked for today. But before then, I would like to actually acknowledge the presence of our program managers, Fatima Al Hassan, Bashir Sultanat, Suleiman Ahmed, and also the other wonderful facilitators and volunteers that have been doing wonderfully well for the Nupe community. Your efforts are not void. You can see what you have been doing. Thank you so much. So I will be handing the mic to my boss. Ajia, are you there?
Yes, thank you so much, Abdulquadir, for that wonderful insight. And I want to believe that our participants have, learned a lot, about Nupeter community and other amazing programs that, we offer in the community. So without wasting time, because I know our special guests are powerful people in the system, mentors, fathers, and with their tight schedules, they still find it worthy to join us, and also to talk to us today. So not like to put them on the call for long. So the first person on the agenda is Dr. Ndanusa Mohammed Manzuma-Ndaaba, and he's actually my dad. He's a mentor to all, he's a mentor to the society, he's a mentor to, in fact,
Emojis, please.
Everywhere he is, like, he's always impacting and he's always looking forward to, improve everybody in the system. He's a selfless person. He's always looking forward to improve everyone's life, career, personal development. He's a mentor to all. Today, we are so graced to have him, bless us with his knowledge, and he's going to talk to us on the roles of tech in solving community problems. So, like I said, he's a father to community, he's a mentor to community. Now he's telling us, he's going to talk to us on the role of tech in solving community problems, like empowering Nupe youth for impact. Thank you so much for finding your time to join us, sir. You can have the stage now.
Good morning, the organizers, specifically the last speaker, who's the promoter and the anchor for this program. Ladies and gentlemen, can they permit me to stand on the already said information about me? I actually have to pull out from a program because I consider this very important. Anything that has to do with youth development, youth growth, I don't joke with it, because either we like it or not, for some of us who are already above 50, you're already winding up. And if you are winding up, you certainly leave the stage for the younger people. And the missing link in Nigeria leadership scheme today is lack of mentorship. The older generations doesn't talk to the younger generations, and the younger generations are left to learn into their own way. And that is why most often than not, they learn it in a hard way, and sometimes they miss the goals. So it is our responsibility to talk to the younger generation so that they don't miss it. I want to thank NTC for giving me the opportunity to talk to our leaders, because either we like it or not, youth are no longer leaders of tomorrow. They are leaders of today. They are already everywhere, particularly with the advent of technology. They've packed the older generations. Youth are in spaces, youth are everywhere. They've occupied spaces already. So I want to thank the organizers, particularly the NTC, for providing this platform for me to talk to our leaders. Without taking much of your time, NTC has done greatly, because personally I was on board NTC 3, and to me it was a great opportunity, particularly listening to the courses, the modules that were presented that time. And I can tell you that the certificate that were presented at the end of the program is added to my CV as I speak to you now. So for people who are privileged to be on board now, I want to congratulate you that you are here not for fun, you are here to gain, and you are here to acquire new skills and new knowledge. So I congratulate you all. My little worry, I can see Memunat trying to address that area. NTC has grown beyond Nupe community. I know you are trying to just bring Nupe together as a client. That is why you are covering Niger, Kwara, and Kogi, where we have Nupe's in dominance. But I think what you do in NTC certainly goes beyond the Nupe community. I don't know, maybe at your management level, you might start considering changing the name to maybe YTC, Youth Tech Community, or something that have a larger coverage, beyond Nupe alone. Yes, you try to justify why you choose Nupe, because definitely I agree with your argument. Nupe has been disadvantaged for long. Nupe has been left behind the ladder. We are down the ladder for a while, and you are trying to kind of your own modest contribution to lift us up the ladder so that we can catch up with our peers. You can meet up with Yorubas, with Hausa, with Ibiras, with Igbos, with other tribes. Yes, that's a marvelous one and a good one. But I am a promoter of inclusivity. I don't like segregation that, this one is only for Nupe people. Oh, this one is only for the boys. Oh, this one is only for the girls. Oh, this. I want inclusive. Nupes, we are fine. We are very intelligent. We are very brilliant. We can compete with anywhere, anyone, anywhere, anytime. So you may wish to consider this. This is just my modest observation, and I feel I should share that with you. Now back to why I'm on this platform quickly. I have between 10 to 15 minutes according to the schedule of programs to speak. And as I said, I pull out of a program, so I may not necessarily exhaust my time, but I will share with you my thought on how, tech could be used to solve community problem. Let me start by what are community problems? Why do community have problem? And what are the problems in the community? You see, community is the bigger society. It's the embodiment of the society. The moment you are more than one person, once you are 2, 3, 4, in some places you call it ecosystem, in some places you call it community, in some places you call it, but it's a congregation of people. So the moment you are more than one, you are already a community. And once you are more than one, then there are bound to be issues around you. Since this is limited to Nupe as a community, Nupe community, I can say without fear of contradiction and without apology to my non-Nupe speaking people, that Nupe is a wonderful community. Nupe people are the best. I can say that are the best. Are the best in terms of respect, are the best in terms of endurance, are the best in terms of resilience. Nupe man, Nupe woman are very, very reserved and conservative. They hardly cross boundaries. Put a Nupe man here, set a boundary. Nupe man will not peep behind to see what is at the other side. No. We maintain our lane, we maintain our status, we stay where we are put. And not because we are myopic, not because we are novice, not because we don't know what to do. No. We are like that because we want to stay beyond the bounds so that you don't trample on other people's right. Because no matter how think you are and whatever you think you know, certainly is where your own ends that another person's own take off. So to us, be at your own boundary, let another person take off from where you are. That is why we've been like that. So in communal relationship, when you come together, you are bound to have some frictions in terms of communication, in terms of asset ownership, in terms of marriages, in terms of rearing the family. So these are all issues around community when you stay together. But as it now affects to technology has come to stay. Either we join or not. Either we keen or not. The world is today being driven by technology. Far before now, there was a time that the world was being driven by agriculture. Once upon a time, the world was being driven by commerce and economy. Once upon a time, the world was being driven by solid minerals and natural resources. Not like that. But today, the global world is being driven by technology. If you are not in tech, you have been left behind. If you are not in tech, you are left behind. So technology is engaging all spheres of life. When it started, particularly in Nigeria, what I can remember very quickly, technology span from communication industry when the cell phone was introduced and the communication space was opened up and it becomes an handset instead of a home set or deck set. After that, quickly it runs into the banking sector when the issue of ATMs and the online transactions come up. Now it's taking space in education, where you can sit in the comfort of your room or your office and learn a program, study a course, and even get a degree from the comfort of your home through all these online studies and also go to a sector where you can see, people, assessing, meeting their doctors, taking prescription, taking diagnosis, taking tests, and getting result. You know, so tech has taken over our entire life. Now, Nupe community, what is the impact of this in Nupe community? I think the impact is very minimal. The impact is very low. And that is why I appreciate NTC for trying to bridge this gap. Certainly, there's a gap in Nupe community. How many Nupe community has been connected to the benefit of this tech that I've rolled out? How many Nupe community have we been enjoying healthcare through online services? How many Nupe community are we enjoying financial transactions through technology? How many Nupe community are we sitting in the comfort of our homes and farms, or riverside, because Nupe people are basically farmers and fishermen. How many Nupe people are at the river bank and accessing technology on how to scale up their skill, how to get the modern ways of catching fish, rearing fish, maintaining the ponds, and all this stuff. How many of the community are using technology to police their farms? All this issue of farmer headers clashes everywhere. You cultivate your farm, full animal will come to destroy your farm. You do this and that. How many Nupe people have deployed technology to police their farm? Certainly, I don't want to say no because I may not have knowledge all across, but certainly low. And so, because of this gap, that is why NTC is rolling out all these cohorts, all this scholarship scheme, to bring our people into it. But I have a reservation. I hope the management of NTC is taking note of this. NTC is targeting Nupe community, Niger, Kwara, and Kogi. But I can see that the scholarship 3.0 that I participated and this 5.0 that I'm invited as a guest speaker, I don't really see the real Numpes. I can hear Memuna using severally Kin Numpe, Kin Numpe. Kin Numpe means the lands of Numpe. So most of the people I see around are Numpe speaking people, but not based in Kinumpe. For example, you see a lot of your participants and audience are in Abuja, they are in Lagos, they are in Ilorin, they are in Mina, they are in Lokoja. I think of all, because Mina is not Kinumpe, Ilorin is not Kinumpe. Maybe you can say Lokoja, partly Lokoja can be considered Kinumpe. So I want to kindly advise the management of NTC to also drive the process to actually launch some of these things at Numpe-based local government. I think doing that you'll be able to get, because some of the solutions we are articulating, things we are sharing, are supposed to be implemented in this Numpe. And if the people that are benefiting from it are not based in Numpe, I think the implementation level will be low. Having said that, what can we do to scale up this? In education, I want to share with my people that if you're a non-pay person, either you are based in Kinnompe or not, please, the world is revolving. And around education today, people does not necessarily have to sit in the four walls of the classroom to acquire knowledge. People sit in the comfort of their homes, people sit in their farms, people sit in their business environment, people sit in their offices to acquire knowledge. And the best to do it now is to join online learning platforms. There are so many mobile apps where you can share this. There are so many digital skills training where you can, including the NTC we are doing now. The onboarding session and the scholarship that follows after this is one typical example of how you can get learning. So don't be left out, please. And anybody that is on this platform listening to me today, I assumed you are a change agent. What I mean is that you listen to us, you learn from this and spread the gospel, and tell others, tell your friend, tell your brother that where the world is going now, if you want Nupe community, Nupe land, King Nupe to catch up with the world, then we should begin to access the online platforms to learn. Because you have a degree, that does not mean you have learned anything. Having a degree is as close as having nothing. I'm sorry to say. I'm in academics, so I know what I'm saying. I can defend that anytime, any day. Having a degree does not qualify you that you've known everything. A degree is just a starting point. So they'll say, no, what do I have to learn again? I'm a graduate. You're a graduate of what? I'm a graduate of where? So either you are in formal education or informal education, technology has opened up the space for you to be able to acquire more knowledge. So please kindly spread this message that wherever you are. The funniest aspect, yes, we also encourage socialization on all these platforms. We also encourage contact and relationship on some of these platforms. We also, what do you call it? We call it networking and all this stuff on this contest. But I think beyond all these social things, the economic benefit of it is very limited. Don't people are limited in the economic aspect of it. Having an Android phone, having a smartphone, for example, is enough to do a lot of things. But my Numpe brothers and sisters focus and concentrate more on using an Android phone to socialize, using an Android phone to network, rather than using an Android phone to acquire more knowledge, to acquire more skills, and to make money for themselves. So I'm using this platform to call on you all that these are new trends that you can enjoy. In the healthcare sector, how can Nupe community benefit from using technology to solve our health challenges? Nupe community is left behind in terms of health infrastructure. I can say without missing word that entire Kinupe is only Bida, is only in Bida where you can have a tertiary health system in the entire Kinupe, courtesy of the Federal Medical Center Bida. Now, what does that mean? It means that the moment you have ailment that is beyond primary health or secondary health, you are already, your life is in danger. So I want to employ our people that because of the distance, because of the location, and because of our ability to access the only tertiary health sector that we have, why don't take advantage of technology to begin to browse some of these things, to begin to find out the type of ailment, to begin to put the symptoms and the reactions into it, and you begin to understand what exactly is affecting your father, your mother, your uncle, your wife, your husband, your children. So those are the things we do with tech to solve the problem. First, identify the problem. The moment your old woman call you from the village and say, my dear son, Kai, you can begin to go search these things. There are so many health applications online that you can use to get. There's an AI-driven diagnostic app that you can also access. There are so many health information apps. There's telemedicine. There's so many of it. I'm sure you are in tech. You're an expert in this area. So I think the benefit of solving community problem from the health sector start from you being able to use your smartphone very well to know some of these app and to know how to use them and how to get solution to some of these problems. In agriculture, I've said before that Lumpe community, we are predominantly farmers. We are predominantly farmers and fishermen. Maybe if you like hunters. That is our profession. We are proud to belong to that community. And we are doing wonderfully well in that. But how can we use, technology to improve agriculture in Kinumpi? All forms of smart farming techniques, none, as I speak to you, none is available in Kinumpi for now. So this is how to start. If you are lucky to be in NTC 5.0 scholarship, you should start thinking beyond the box. That okay, I want to be the first person to start, smart farming technique. in your backyard, in your house, in your family compound, in that open yard where people don't be fused, in that small courtyard just beside your house, you can do smart farming there and contribute not only to food security but also to improve the green economy of Nigeria. So I want to call on all of you to please kindly spread this, that using technology we can solve agricultural problem and we can solve food security problem and we can improve our earnings and we can improve the well-being and we can contribute to green economy, thereby supporting the climate change issue that is devastating the entire world, including the Nupe community. Finance. In Nupe community, we are quite. I think Nupe community should be one of the community that has low out of banking finance system. Yes, Nupe people have little belief in the banking industry, and as I speak to you, a lot of money is still being kept in our homes, in our farms, in our treasuries, within ourselves, and not in the banking sector. But this one has a reason. How many banks do we have in Kinupi? For example, I come from Lafiagi. Lafiagi is a local government headquarter, and Lafiagi is the biggest Nupe community in Kwara State. I can say this. And as I speak to you, Lafiagi has just one bank. Lafiagi has just one bank. And it's even an old generation bank, the Union Bank alone. This itself is a problem. This Union Bank is a banker to all the teachers we have in the community, is a banker to all the health workers we have in the community, is a banker to the entire local government administration, is a banker to some of the private investors, including the corporate organization like BOA Group that we have in Lafiagi community. So in itself, it's already choked and it's already a problem. So now expanding this, and this is already a problem, right? So how do we solve this problem using tech? It's quite simple. We use tech because your hand phone can help you, and conveniently I can say that in the last 8 to 9 months, I have not entered any banking hall. Yes. I think the last banking hall I entered last was sometime shortly before Easter last year. And I entered the banking hall because I needed to renew my ATM. And after that, I've not entered a banking hall again. Yet, I'm performing transactions. Yes, I'm taking money, I'm using money, I'm sending money, I'm taking money. How do I do that? I do a lot of it using technology. So please, we can up our games by exploring the technology in and around the financial sector so that we can grow the economy of Kinupi and help solve the problem that comes with it in Kinupi. Yes, having said how we can do all this, let me quickly call on actions, what we needed to do quickly. Yeah. In Nupe community, we are not lazy, we are hardworking, we are not dependent, we have our life, we live our life. But so many things we take for granted simply because of low information or low knowledge about it. So I want to call on members, particularly those who are listening now. For people who are listening, I consider all of you as an elite. I don't want to believe you are part of those who have been left behind, but you are part of those who is not utilizing what you know. So I want to call on you to please utilize what you know by beginning to expand your scope in all this area. You can do so many things to help. Even if you share some of this knowledge to other people, you're already benefiting the community. Some of these things also come with their challenges. Challenges as it faces our community. For example, I've said issue of education. The challenge in education is limited access of our people, limited access, to quality education and technology skills. It's quite limited. Memuna has been very passionate, has been very enthusiastic, and Memuna is everywhere. She started only with women. She entered the youth, and now she's modeling everybody together: the old, the young, the youth, the man, the woman. Everybody should just come and be in tech. simply because she knows what benefit the tech can give. But as good as she wants to do that, she's also been limited because of the challenges that are peculiar to Kingdom Pay. For example, I was in Aguye during December, January break. I think I spent the whole of my break around that community. I was there for like 2 weeks. And for these 2 weeks, oh my God, I keep switching from Airtel to Glow, from Glow to MTN. It's hell. That 2 weeks was hell. You know, at a point in time, when I have a very serious transaction, I have to drive out of the community where I think the network is strong for me to be able to access the technology to do. So the biggest challenge is infrastructural challenge. Our community has infrastructural challenge. So Memuna, you can use your contact, you can use people you are talking to, let them know that we have the population, we have the number, and we are willing to do business with them, but we don't have the infrastructure. What they are providing for us is certainly substandard. It's not helping us, it's not solving our problems. Even to speak on phone is a big issue sometimes. They are taking your money and you are not hearing the other party. You can't listen to the person because the voice is lost and all this stuff. So these are some of the things. Electricity is also a big issue. You even have the phone, you have the network, but you don't have light to even power your phone. So how do you connect? How do you use it? Let me begin to wind down because I think I'm taking beyond my 15 minutes already. Yes, I want to call on Nupe community, particularly everybody on board today, that you have started. That is where you are privileged to be on board 5.0 NTC scholarship. You have started. And if you have started, my dad will always tell me that winners never quit simply because quitters never win. If you are on board today, you have started the journey. Never give up, never surrender, never opt out, not even the internet frustration, not even the smartphone frustration. Tell yourself, have a conviction that you will never back out so that you will continue to do it. Then another very important thing is always join a community. You can't do it alone. I'm using smartphone now. We've been taught in scholarship 5.0 that we can do this, you can do that, you can do this. No, you can't do all that. What is important is ensure that you work as a team with people. You can't do it alone. You work with people so that so that you'll be able to share knowledge, share experience, and do it together. Then you can also to help solve the problem, because my contest is how to use tech to solve problem in Olympic community. To be able to solve problem, you may have to start a blog, you may have to start a network where you can spread information. You may have to begin to create content to share your personal experiences and showcase other things that you are doing. And you must be seen to be very consistent, and start from small until you get it big. I want to conclude by saying that Numpe community has come of age, Numpe community has started, and Numpe community will take it to a logical conclusion. So I want to beg everybody listening to me today that we should not give up, we should rather improve. And my question is, if you are here and I pull out of a program to come and talk to you, I abandon what I'm doing to come and encourage you, will you start today? Will you improve agricultural? Will you do something in education? Will you do something in health sector? Will you do something in finance to use technology to solve the problem of Nupe community? I want to thank you all for the opportunity granted to me. Thank you very much.
Let me see the emoji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful talk. I don't know, I have been listening to talk, but this is actually very passionate. I know this is actually coming from the bottom of your heart, sir, and we actually appreciate it a lot, because this is just the truth. And as a program manager from the Nupe community, I have jotted down everything you have mentioned today, and we like to improve on everything you have called us out on. And I believe that the participants have actually gained a lot from your talk this afternoon. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being with us. I was not even aware you were with us during the 3.0. It's an honor for us to be able to serve you, and we hope that the participant can actually learn a lot from what our honorable speaker has spoken about. So moving on, the next thing on the agenda is for us to have our second speaker of today, in person of Mrs. Abubakar Nafisat, who is the program manager for Lab Space by JD Lab. Please let me see the emoji. Let's welcome her on stage. Let's welcome her on stage. Let's welcome her. After that, we talk about our timetable. We talk about some other things in the program. But for now, let's listen to this expert. Let's listen to these wonderful people, these experienced individuals. Let me see the emojis, please. Mrs. Nafisat, are you with us, ma?
Yes, please.
Thank you
Here.
so much. Thank you for that, for the confirmation. I am actually hyped up to listen to you already. I think I have been waiting a lot of time to actually hear you speak. Thank you so much, ma. You can have the stage now.
So it's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, everyone, and I appreciate this grand entrance. I mean, it's encouraging to the brains behind this beautiful idea of supporting the Nupe with tech skills. I say may the Almighty God continue to uplift you and increase your impact home and beyond. I mean, we really appreciate you. And today I am standing on this platform because of what you have inspired to create. And I would be coming in from that angle to my humble participants. Just the way our daddy has rightly said, you have started already. I believe this is an onboarding call, like I can see on the screen. It's an onboarding call, right? And it means we have started already. And yes, I believe we are talking to elites, people who are, learned. And for me, coming in from the industry, I would want to go practical a little bit this morning. Sorry, it's afternoon already. A little bit this afternoon. So we could all just minimize the call. Let's go on our web browser and go to menti.com. Menti.com. If you are in menti.com, let's do that quickly. I'll be dropping the code. We are here for digital skills, right? So let's start being digital from here. Go to menti.com. I will drop the code on the chat box that you could use to log in. I just want this to be a little bit interactive as we are, having the conversations. We'll be wrapping our conversations with engagement. So once you are in, please you let me know. I've dropped the code and I'm pinning it so that everyone could have access to it.
Sorry, ma. Can you also drop the link? I guess some people don't really get it.
Okay. All right. Menti.com. I've also dropped the link, and I would want to share my screen. My humble host. Can I go ahead?
Okay, ma. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So usually we used to have icebreakers, right? But since we are in Africa and Nigeria for that matter, I mean, let's break kola nut. Let's not break any ice this afternoon. It's afternoon already, right? So let's break some kola nuts by having a conversation. So what you will do for me, my dear participants, it's just an engagement platform. So once you are in, you would see my screen. Please, I would want to see emojis if you can see my screen. If you are able to log into menti.com, you've entered with, okay, nice, with the pin and you can see, perfect. So let's have the first questions. And as you are responding to the questions, it's something that would, you know, something that would show the number of people that have responded. I mean, it's a live screen for polls. It's just a poll, a normal poll that you can take even on WhatsApp. So first thing is, the first question that if you can say is, what excites you the most about this scholarship opportunity? I would really, really want to know if you are excited about this opportunity, because it's not something that is regularly to a lot of people. So any responses? Are we finding any difficulty with, one person has responded, okay, I'm seeing 2 people. What excites you the most about learning about this scholarship opportunity? Okay, I'm seeing entries coming in. We have 6 people. I believe we have more than 6 people on this call. Or are we taking our time to, to answer the questions, to respond appropriately? Some people are here just certificates, so that they can say, oh, I'm a certified data analyst or something. Okay. Nobody is here for the certificates. We are here to learn new digital skills. Nice. Nice, nice. I think I like the energies coming in from the audience. Good. So I had to network with like minds. It means what our daddy told us is resonating with some of us. I mean, they are already, in tune with networking and, creating that collaborative environment with each other. Nice. The possibility of getting a job. Nice one. One person. No worry, you can vote and your name wouldn't show. Just in case you are doubting. Okay. Nice one. I think we had a good number of entries. We had about 13 people, have voted, but a lot of them want to learn digital skills, which is highly impressive. Highly impressive. If at all we would want to, if we want to learn new skills, it means we are here for the real business. So we are on the next vote. Wow. So if you are here, if you could master one digital skills today, what would it be? Wow, we have a lot of entries already here. Okay. Front end. I believe these are the courses available. Nobody applied for computer applications. We are gurus already. Okay, graphics design, UI, UX, more of data science. Nice. Nice. Data science is, taking the lead. So, program manager, I think you should be taking note of these things. So it means a lot of people are,
I'm on it now. Thank you.
all right. A lot of people are going for data science. Okay, I'll be taking the next question. Then it means we are with the right people on this call. I mean, I'm impressed. So usually, I would really want to know your goals. What are your goals for your learning track? Let's see what you want to achieve. Is it to gain solid foundation? Is it to use these skills to get a remote job? Or you want to start a business or be a freelancer? Or you would want to explore different career paths in tech? Or you just want to oppress others? There are people that are here, maybe they just want to oppress others, or maybe somebody has been oppressing them with the skills. They'll be like, I have to go and learn so that I can belong. I hope we are not here for the wrong choices. Nice one. They want to use these skills to get a remote job. Wow, now I can see where we are heading to. This is like pointers into where, I should be throwing my energies when it comes to having the conversations with us. Nice one. A lot of people want to, get these skills in order to have remote jobs. I mean, it's a good one. So usually, if you don't have the right mindset, right? If you don't have the right mindset by, utilizing this opportunity, it will be like we are just running a race in the wrong direction. Do you know what that means? I mean, you are running a race, but in the wrong direction. Will that take you to where you'd want to be? Definitely no. It will just exhaust you. You'll get exhausted, and you definitely make no progress, right? So you need to have the right mindset, and that's what I'm trying to drive at with these interactions with you here today. So if you don't rise above your mindset, you will definitely be falling back to the level of your dreams. And you know what our parents used to tell us about dreams. If you are just dreaming about it and you are not working towards it, it will remain there. It will just remain there. Nobody knows, nobody would see, nobody would feel. If the founders of NTC were just dreaming about NTC, they didn't, put in the works, trust me, we won't be here at this time on this platform having this conversation. So you need to have the right mindset. You need to have, the right opportunity as well. And here we are with the opportunity for you. Of course, we would definitely want to see that you utilize it properly by not running the race in the wrong direction, but rather in the right direction. And I'm really excited with, the turnout of, the responses that we've had. Nobody is here to oppress any other person. And we are all here with the right mindsets. I'm excited. So I've changed my screen, and we are on the next question now. I would really want to see your inputs, your engagement on this. How do you plan to stay motivated now through this learning journey? Now that you have decided, you have made the choice, you have the right mindset, how do you plan to stay motivated through this journey? And don't forget, this your post that if people are throwing in, it's like a covenant between me and you. And it won't just stop here. I want to believe that even after this call, during the 4 weeks of your learning track, that you would, put in the energies based on the post, your entries that you have put in today. And that's why I've nudged the program manager to take note. So by the time you are deviating from your agreement, it's like a conversation, like an agreement between you and I on this call today that, no, this is what I want to do, and I will stick by the rule. So I would, do a follow-up and ensure that you guys on this call are doing just what we are engaging on right now. It won't be just a conversation that would happen here and then we'll just throw it in the waters and then voila, it's gone. I want to believe that we would keep on with this engagement, with the energy. We are starting with the right energies, right? And we would want to complete the entire learning journey with the right energy as well, in order to have the right people, doing the right thing at the end of the day. So I have about 12 people, and the good thing about this is everybody is seeing the screen, right? And we are seeing the entries, we are seeing the results. Nobody is procrastinating. Nice. Somebody wants to reward herself or himself by achieving milestones. Good. We all want to seek mentorship and guidance on, and thank God it's part of the program package. You definitely be attached to mentors. Some also want to stay motivated by joining study groups, or learning communities. Thank God it's the NTC itself is a community, so it has been well strategized to solve your problem already. So setting a clear study schedule. Nice. So I would nudge us to, not only focus on these strategies alone or the tactics or throwing the energies, we have to have a holistic approach on how we would want to close this learning journey at the end of the day. So I really appreciate the engagements, and I can see we are on the same page with you guys, honestly. And Memunat, I think we are lucky with these learners here. Trust me, we are lucky. I would go to the next screen. So now let's see. What are your plans after completing this digital skill program? Let me see the plans ahead. I think we are almost, somebody wants to continue learning and specialize further. Good. A lot wants to apply for a remote job. Okay. Wow, I have somebody who wants to build their own startup or business. Nice, 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 nice. This is encouraging. Wow, it's like a drag between continuous learning and applying for remote jobs. Program manager, I hope we have a plan to roll out opportunities for remote jobs, like for these young enthusiasts. I mean, they are coming into the space. So I think we should make a lot of arrangements. This is, giving us a clear line of sight when it comes to our post-program activities. So a lot would want to apply for remote jobs, and I think energies should be thrown in terms of, linking them to such opportunities. Of course, remote jobs are very much available. It's just to get the right connect, the right plug that would, keep on sharing the opportunities out there And of course, it's not just about having the connections or having the opportunities. It also boils down to our skills. Then it means that you have to take your skills very, very serious. You have to take your learning track very serious so that you can meet up to the expectations of these remote jobs. It's not easy to do remote jobs, trust me. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It's not just about the monies that are coming in. It has to do a lot with you giving the right or the desirable output or results to your client. So of course, if a lot of us want to go for remote jobs, I think you should have plans on making the hubs your go-to places. Of course, remote jobs are something that would require some kind of infrastructures. Like our daddy rightly said earlier, light is a challenge, network is a challenge, So if I am in the wrong place, sorry to use that word, in the wrong place, there's no light and there's no network, how do you want to, give the desired outputs or the desired results to your remote clients? Of course, your go-to place is to leverage on the innovation hubs. So innovation hubs are actually places, places that would give you the desired environment, the desired infrastructure that you need in order to thrive. It gives you the space, the conducive environment. It gives you a community kind of, engagement. It gives you light, uninterruptible power supply. It gives you internet. It gives you a group of like minds to work with. I mean, you could be working and get stuck. Maybe the next person to you there has the answer to your problem. So you see how leveraging on an innovation hub would greatly go a long way in assisting us. I mean, I'm here today to just open your eyes to a lot of things that you could do that you didn't even know probably that you could or you should be doing, just to throw more light and then to welcome you into the space, the tech space. I mean, it's one of the best space that you could ever be, the tech space. Trust me. I would want to categorize the tech space like an informal but highly professional space. You see, people in the tech, right? In the tech ecosystem generally, they are not people that would seek too much glories, like being, like a very formal kind of setting, very mean. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. Like Memunat now, trust me, if you know the kind of community she's commanding, but if you meet her, she's so simple, she's so down to earth, that's the tech space for you. So it's one of the best space that you can be yourself, you could express yourself, but don't forget, you have to have the soft skills that will guide you in maintaining decorum, maintaining the professionalism, you have to have integrity. If at all you want to stay in the tech space for a very long time, you have to have what we call integrity. Don't joke with it. Once your integrity is jeopardized, trust me, you won't last long in the tech space. I'm sure you guys know how the bad guys use the tech space and to make quick money. So once you have been singled out as that kind of person, before you know it, your name will be everywhere, and maybe you won't stand the test of time, and that wouldn't be a very good result. So I'm just opening our eyes to a lot of things randomly, because 15 minutes is all I have to have this conversation. It might not be too much, but at least let's just have some things being touched properly before I would, hand over the mic to the host. So let me see your mindset. I would really appreciate. Let's go again one more time. What mindset would you adopt to succeed in this journey? While throwing these lights here and there for us, I would want to see the mindset, because the entire thing here is to work on your mindset. Remember when I talked about you not, falling above the level of your mindset. You fall below your dreams. So if you have the right mindset, you have everything. Trust me. So I would want to see the kind of mindset that we are, concluding on going down the lane with here. Growth. A lot of us want to go into growth. Resilience. Good. We keep pushing, even when things get tough. I mean, that's the only thing that would give us the glory at the end of the day. If Google Meet didn't, wasn't resilient enough, we wouldn't be using this platform today. So that's the kind of mindset we should be having. And of course, we should not set limits to our mindset. Do not set limits to your mindset. Yes, good entries. I hope I'm not encouraging the resilience group to keep on voting for resilience. Okay, nice one, nice one. Nice one. I think we had a good entry here. Nice engagement. So my take home on your mindset today is set goals so high for yourself that would make you even nervous. Like, set a goal. Your mindset should be towards setting a goal that would make you nervous. If you are targeting, okay, I want to do times 2 2025, I am telling you here today that you shouldn't target times 2. Your target should be times 10. Times 10 will make you nervous, yes, but trust me, you can do it if you want to do it. You can do it. You can do it. So I'm on my last screen right now. I would be wrapping up with this conversation on, let's see, what is one commitment you will make today to ensure that you make the most of this opportunity? What is that one commitment that you will make today to ensure that you make the most out of this opportunity? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of entries for, I'm going to set a learning schedule and stick to it. Good. Avoid distractions and stay focused. Nice. Work on personal project alongside the program. Nice one. Engagement, with the community and ask for help. Nice. Keep your entries coming in. I really appreciate you. It means we have tech-enabled members on this call. That's so beautiful. Like, we had a very swift engagement here. Nobody had issues with logging in. Nobody had issues with, voting. Wow. It means the program is really going to be a very swift one. Okay. I think the first option is taking the lead. Set a learning schedule and stick to it. So don't forget the beginning of my conversation with you, that this is like a commitment this thing. It's like a commitment you are making to me today that you would take these classes serious, right? You take these classes serious, you set goals, your mindset will be, so high, and you would give in your best, we are going to explore and properly utilize this opportunity. And I want to like come to terms that you are capable more than you can imagine today. And the basic thing that you need is to start with the right mindset, pure intentions, and then you just put in the works. And you trust me, you would see how you would evolve at the end of this program, at the end of this 4 weeks. So I would want to close my conversation with 5 things. Like that should be your take home. Number 1 is the mindset. And I can see you guys are definitely on track, with the right mindset. Second is team. I mean, coming in together as a team, make best use of this community. This NTC is the best community that you could leverage on to work with as a team. And trust me, when you work as a team, there are, a lot of milestones that you could achieve with that. So a third take home for you is the resilience. Resilience, if you have to make your name. Today we are calling her PhD. If she had gave up on this journey, let's say 3 years ago or 5 years ago when she started, we wouldn't be singing her praises today. She wouldn't have, make this impact on us. She wouldn't have been able to cover this milestone. So I'm calling on you today to keep up with resilience. Resilience, make it your best friend. Like it's your bedrock, your pillow when it comes to, staying up to the game when it's, in the tech ecosystem generally. The fourth one is upskilling, which is why we are here today, right? Everybody wants to upskill. Everybody wants to have that digital knowledge in order to be able to what? We've defined our aim of being here this afternoon, right? We've defined our aim. Some want to have remote job. Some want to keep learning. Some want to, have the skills in order to build their own startups or businesses. It means they are going to be the employers of labor. So the last for me is the entire reason why we are here, which is the community, NTC, the Nupe Tech community. That's your take home for me today. Like, make the most out of it. We are given this opportunity for free, right? We shouldn't just take it by the way. I mean, people came in to put in their resources, their time, their monies. So we shouldn't take it for granted. We should make the best out of it. And I'm looking forward to see the next, wave of people coming out from this community, making their own milestones, giving their own impact and giving back to the community as well. There's nothing that would make us proud better than seeing you guys thriving in the ecosystem, making the waves, right? So with all this nudge, I would want to come to the end of my conversation with you this afternoon, and I want to believe that you would make the best out of it, and I'm looking forward to having a vibrant graduates. I should be at the graduation ceremony, trust me. I should be there so I could see if the words we put into you, has gone that long way in order to impact on you. So thank you for having me and thank you for listening. And I'm looking forward to a very great day at the end of it all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Nafisat. Thank you so much for that wonderful guide and, leading us through this presentation. I believe not just the participants, but personally, even the program managers, the organizers, we are learned from these sections, the 2 sections. In fact, I even want to believe that the scholars on the call now have a sort of like headway to say, okay, clear, pathway through this scholarship 5.0. Be able to, okay, identify themselves that, oh, I need to set goals. Okay, I need to do this. Okay, I am joining the scholarship because of this. So this is very clear and certain now, and I believe that it will definitely set our mindset towards achieving that knowledge, because you want to definitely push through to see that, yes, I am able to learn this, because if I did not learn these skills, I won't be able to get a job. I won't be able to apply for a remote job. I won't be able to build my own business or start my own startup. I won't be able to collaborate well in the community. So thank you so much for taking us through this exercise. And of course, for our first speaker, this is an eye-opening to all of us. All observation noted, and in fact, it's also part of what we are looking forward to do. Building sort of startups, local solutions within our locality, like most of our scholars, building solutions to solve different problems in our locality. Thank you so much for this, and I hope that you'll still be on the call for question and answer sections, because I know that our scholars have quite a number of questions to ask. So a very quick one before we introduce our last special guest to the stage. I would just quickly want to share this with us. During the presentation earlier, I actually skipped it. I don't know how it comes. But then there are some brands that have been doing amazing well with us. There are brands that, we have collaborated with, for the, since the community, was launched. We have tried as much as possible to penetrate the 3 states, of course, and beyond. So as you can even see, we have the support of the 3 state governments, that's the Kwara state government, the Niger state government, and also the Kogi state government. So we're able to reach Kogi state government of recent, right? We also try as much as possible to expand our outreach through, our media outlets. So what we do is to understand the way our people utilize technology and see how we can penetrate them to spread their awareness beyond just what they are using technology to do so far. However, our partnership is opened. We call for partnership at any stage to see how our ideas, how our objectives, our aims can align with what you are doing, so that it can improve the system further. So that's sure about it. Please, if you have any outlets, any organizations, any even individuals, right, that their concept or their objective aligned with ours as Nupe community, please try to reach out to us. You can reach out to Mr. Abdulquadir, which is the program manager, or any of our volunteers, or I personally, you can reach out to me. I'm on the groups, right? My WhatsApp name is Aguye PhD, and of course that's what the community calls me. So please reach out to us. Let's see different ways in which we can create this more awareness. We can provide different solutions in a way that is going to benefit the Chin Nupe. So why? So our last speaker, that's the third speaker, is currently at an event. I've been communicating with him, but he will be joining us shortly. And once he joins us shortly, we are going to have him on stage. So, however, I would like Abdulquadir to, move on from here. So, as he joins us, he's already on his way to join. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ajia. Thank you, Ms. Nafisat. Thank you for that wonderful engaged session. So moving on from here, because of our time, I would like to actually talk to the participants. I would like to explain the program details and what we should be looking forward to regarding the Scholarship 5.0. So now we have on board, you can see the screen. Everybody please let me know if you can see the screen. You can just unmute and tell me if you can see the screen. You have been quiet for so long. Thank you, Ali Muhammad Yusuf.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Oh,
So
okay.
now,
Sorry, Abubakar.
all right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, so our guest is already on the call. He just messaged that he's already on the call with us. So please kindly usher him in. Thank you.
All right, ma. Thank you so much. So we are going to be welcoming our third speaker to speak to us. I believe he has 15 minutes to quickly encourage us on this journey, to give us more insights. We have been getting motivations and insights about how we can maximize opportunities since. So this is another insight coming from our honorable speaker in person of Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi PhD, who is the ICT director for Ibrahim Babangida University Lapai. That's IUB Lapai. So if you are a student of IUB Lapai, I believe you can start using your emoji to welcome in our director of ICT of IBB Lapai University, Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi. We are actually very happy and pleased and honored and privileged to have you here, sir. I believe you have a lot of stuff for us. In fact, let me grab my notes so I can be able to jot down things. Thank you so much, sir. Can you please confirm you are on the call, sir?
So in addition to Abubakar, Dr. Is actually my mentor and he was my HOD. I am also, I was opportuned, honestly, to learn, under his leadership as a computer science student. And I assure you that, I don't know, if you're a student of IBB Lapai here, no, you can't miss his lectures, and you can't tell me that you won't learn anything from his leadership. He is actually a great man, not just IBB, but in educational system, technology. In fact, I don't want to talk too much. When he starts speaking now, forget it. Everything will just enter your brain.
Plenty.
Thank you so much for honoring us, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Are you on the call, sir? You are my mentor's mentor. Sir, are you on the call, sir? Hello, sir. Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi, are you still with us?
Oh, so I don't know what happened, but he said he can't hear anybody.
I will have also want to add to some encomiums pour on Dr. Ibrahim. Ibrahim was with us in Malaysia during our PhD days. We are both Malaysian scholars. He came to meet us while we were already there studying. And I can say that was my first meeting with him. And just as Memunat has said, Ibrahim became a landlord in Malaysia, particularly in our university, because he was all-rounder. He was involved in sport. He was involved in academic debates. He was involved in seminar presentation. Ibrahim was just everywhere. So I want to join all of you also to welcome Ibrahim to the platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that. I am actually learning a lot from this. And Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi, please, if you can hear us, can you confirm you are ready for us, sir?
So I'm actually trying to follow up with him, and I guess his location is a little bit bad, so he's trying to move to a better location now.
Okay, okay, Ma. Can I go on with the other agenda before he comes on?
Yes.
All right, please, can you put the details on the screen, Ma? All right, dear participants, as you can see on the screen right now, we actually have the program details of the Nupe Tech Skills Scholarship 5.0. So we are going to send this across the group so you can download and put this in your calendar. So we are going to be having the first thing we're having now is the onboarding call, and like we mentioned before, classes are starting immediately after the onboarding call. So the onboarding call which we are having right now is on 22nd of February 2025, and the training duration for the old scholarship 5.0 is from 23rd of February, that's tomorrow, till 5th of April 2025. So we used to have 4 weeks before, but now we need to have 6 weeks training session because we are adding more values to it. Another thing that you should take note, another date that you should actually pin in your calendar is 8th March 2025, when we are going to be having our soft skill and job readiness workshop. So, like we actually announce, and we always say, it's not just about you learning tech skill, because soft skill, without skill that can actually make you ready for jobs, for remote jobs that most of us actually wanted, you will not be able to actually like do well in the ecosystem. So, because of that, on the 8th of March 2025, we are going to be having our soft skills workshop. So please note that. And on 15th of March 2025, we are going to be having our fun session. That's the session where the mentors meet the mentees. It's just like a session whereby the participants can actually talk to their tutors. You are going to write letters to your tutors, what you like about them, what you actually like them to improve, and ways you believe you can help them, or you believe they can help you. It is just like an interactive session whereby we get to talk. So another thing is, on 22nd of March 2025, we are going to be having our CV review and LinkedIn optimization workshop. So one of the important things you should know as techies, as beginners in the tech ecosystem, is that your CV must actually be very good,
Sorry
and
for
your LinkedIn.
interrupting.
Hello, ma.
Doctor is here.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma.
I think apologies.
Okay, sir. Are you ready for us, sir?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you.
You are
I'm
very
ready.
much welcome, sir. I just said you are just coming from a meeting. We are actually honored and privileged to have you here. Thank you so much, sir.
So I need the anchor to guide on, or I just talk now. Am I good to go?
Yes, sir. You have 15 minutes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. So my name is Ibrahim Abdullahi, just as you've seen on the poster, and I'm also privileged and happy to be here. I want to first and foremost recognize all of the organizers, particularly Hajia, and my very, very beloved elder brother and a very senior person, Dr. Ndanusa. And I also want to use this time to um, stand or sit or present on the existing protocol. So can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So I would like the technical team to confirm that. Yeah, thank you. So my talk is going to be shorter than the time you're giving me. I have a document with Hajia. I don't know if she can just play around with it. I'll be talking about the 4 C's of the 21st century. I'll be talking about the 4 C's of the 21st century. So you can just play around the slide, and you can help me project the 4 C of the 21st century. Mama PHP, are we there? We used to call her Mama PHP before, but now she's bigger than that. Can I confirm that you got a small document? So before the technical team gets it, let me just, yeah. So don't open everything, just open where we have the 4 C's of the 21st century. So my talk is going to be cycle around the 4 C's of the 21st century. And what is the 4 C's of the 21st century? Now, as techie lovers, or as mentees, or as tech gurus and technopreneurs that you are, yeah. Yeah, you are opening your best to, it will help you. The first one is called the critical thinking. The first one is called the critical thinking. Yeah, I noticed that the call was breaking because somebody was trying to disturb me on the call. So we have the critical thinking. Awesome. Please put it on the slideshow, then I'll hit it like that. So the first one is, I'll start with critical thinking. I will not start with creativity. So as critical thinkers and as techies, you need to look at the hub and see where do we have something, a vacancy, or where you can be able to. So we need to see as critical thinkers and as techie mentors, mentees, and technopreneurs. Yeah, don't worry. As techies, you need to be a critical thinker. Meaning within your community or outside your community, you should be able to critically think that there are some areas that you can fuse in what you're doing or what you're about to do. Now, the second one is called communication. Now, it is the essence of communication that allow Hajia to know that I will be available after running here and there. And many people that are psychologists in education and even big business guys will tell you that without communication, you cannot achieve anything. The third one is creativity. So if you are not creative, collaboration now. Now, collaboration is the key thing here. It is the same collaboration that brings us over 37 of us are on this call, and we are all scattered around different geographical divides of the country. So it is this same collaboration that makes us have a positive relationship, a needed relationship that allows us break into the 4th and 5th industrial revolution. If you are very, very good at the front end or back end, or you are just a soft skill expert, negotiation power, financial power, even winning people's heart. So with your collaboration, we can do a lot. If today I want to roll out a solution, particularly tech solutions, and I feel I don't have the good talking relationship with people, or I talk with some kind of authoritativeness or some mindset that are not so sweet with people, then I need somebody among you or among some of people that are close to you to give me the soft skill or to be the one that would negotiate. I bet you in so many organizations, you don't find the CTO, which we call the Chief Technical Officer, negotiating. Then what's the HR doing? What about the marketing? So all of this form a system. Now I move to the next one, creativity. You must be very, very creative. It is your creativity that brings all of us together. And you have checked within your cycle to see, oh, this person should talk about this should talk about that, and so on and so forth. Now, the next one is the communication. Communication is key. You can as well make it digital, you can make it physical, you can, in fact, I can joke with you to say you can even make the communication spiritual, because the light of Professor Musa Ibn will be telling us we're talking about shapes of the 21st century. This is thinking help you bring ideas. To this, you need to now know who is the mentor that you admire and what are the things that they do that you can copy. Or what path have they crossed that you feel in your own journey of being a technopreneur, you can also align with their journey and their mentality or their mindset or their principles. And now this brings me to another talk, which is called the core value. So core value are the elements that allow us qualify for forces of 21st century to allow us to be very, very reliable and make us more productive. So what are these principles of the core values? Each and every one of us need to harvest at least 5 core values, even in the tech industry. If we're using the skill, that's the hard skill of the 21st century on in tech environment, then you can start looking at yourself to say, are you the UI UX person? Are you the front-end engineer? Are you the back-end engineer? Are you a network expert? Are you a risk predictor? Are you an AI modeler? Are you a mathematical solution driver? So all of these. And how do you get this until you have the cues that make you go? And when I say Q, I mean letter Q. I only mention this because I need to catch up in another thing again. We have the 4 Qs. So I'll leave you with the 4 Cs and the Qs. We have emotional quotient, environmental quotient, social quotient, and most importantly, intelligence quotient. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my extraordinary honor and privilege to be with you at this moment. But just like Madame, I know she must have told you, I'm an errand person, so I'm checking out and I'm catching another meeting by 1:00. Thank you so much and have a very, very wonderful deliberation. If you have questions, I think she will share my email, then you can catch me on email. Thank you. Bye.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon again. I am greeting you again because that was actually very, very wonderful, and I'm kind of like dumbfounded. Thank you so much, Dr. Abdullahi Ibrahim, for that very short and very concise, very wonderful presentation. I've actually learned a lot. In fact, I just improved my creativity, not even about my public speaking prowess. I've learned a lot from just that short time that he spoke. The slide I showed, I can see a lot of creativity in the slide. I can see a lot of creativity in his way of. That was actually very, very wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know if I had some things to say about that.
Thank you so much, Doctor. That was amazing and very, very deep. However, I want to understand that you are currently really busy at an event, and of course, also would like to get as well. But the short insights from the presentation are serving a lot. The scholars, so that they can also, learn more from the slide. So, Abdulquadir, please, you can go home.
Another thing that we used to have regarding what we were explaining about the program details, we used to have the CV review and LinkedIn optimization workshop. This is where we teach our participants and scholars on how they can actually write their CV in a way that can actually attract the kind of remote job or is it physical job that they actually want. We also teach them on how to optimize their LinkedIn. If you don't know about LinkedIn yet, don't worry about it. You are in the better community already, and that's one of our value that we actually add to our participants. So from the 23rd to 28th of March 2025, this is where we used to have our social network, whereby the participants will network with their mentors. They will also network with other participants. Like Daddy has mentioned before, Networking is actually very, very important in the tech ecosystem. Even if you don't know much, but you know the right people, you can always be able to like do a lot of things. You can always thrive in the tech ecosystem. Another thing that we used to have then from 6th to 11th of April 2025, we are going to be having our project work. This time around, we are going to dedicate a full week to our project. So this project is going to be a massive, massive project whereby people from all the skills, front end, back end, data science, UI, UX, graphic design, and computer application will actually get to like collaborate on a very massive and useful project for the Nupe tech community. So, like that has mentioned, we are going to be having projects that can come from health sector, from education sector, or agri sector, depending on what the participant actually votes for. So now put that in mind, please. So on the 12th of April 2025, we are going to be having our project and demo presentation and offboarding call. That is, we are going to be having our graduation call on 12th of April 2025. So from that time henceforth, from 14 to 19 April 2025, our participants are going to be getting their certificates, which is something we used to do for only those that are actually worthy. You have to make sure you attend 90% of the classes, or if you miss the classes, you listen to the recordings, and you actually partook in the project work, and you are actually a good member of the class, you collaborate with your peers and all that before we can actually hand over the certificate of the Nupe Tech community. So that's that about the program details. We are going to be talking about, I don't know if the facilitators are on this call. Please, if you're a facilitator on this call, please signify. Any facilitator on the call? Let me check them myself. Let me fish them out myself. I don't know. I think I have Shakira on the call. Miss Yusuf Shakira, are you on the call, please? That's the tutor for UI UX. I don't know if she's on the call. Okay. Seems the facilitators are not on the call. Participants, you can kindly check your classes for
I'm on the
your.
call though.
Okay, you're on the call. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Mr. Mohammed. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mohammed Suleiman, and I'm the video facilitator for the data science track of the scholarship. So it's nice being here, and it's really a great event.
Thanks so much, Mr. Mohammed Suleiman. I believe we should be expecting a lot. We always have the best facilitators. Like the Nupe community always make sure we actually like get the best for our participants so that we can actually be able to achieve our goals. Thanks so much, Mr. Mohammed Suleiman, for that. So you can actually check the groups. You can check your groups. We are going to share your timetable with the group so you can deliberate and know the time for your classes. But note that you are not actually allowed to miss your classes, and if anything actually happens and you get to miss classes, there are going to be recordings for the classes, but then you have to actually watch these recordings. There are going to be quizzes and assignments for participants which you must actually submit. If you are found wanting, you may not be able to get your certificate. So I don't know if, let me check the agenda to know what next we are talking about. I believe you have actually gained a lot from this onboarding session already, but let me see. Miss Fatima Hassan, are you with us on the call? So at this junction, we are going to be having our question and answer session. So if you have any question, please raise up your hand so we can try our best to answer your questions. Okay, let me check the chat box. Let me check the chat box so I can answer the question. Okay, okay. I see a question from Mrs. Gloria Ayola. She said, "Do we have classes tomorrow? We were told Monday." So your classes actually depends on your tutors. So we have timetable that we are going to share with every class. So you are going to know when you're having your class right after this call. Before tonight, you are going to share the timetable with every class, so you know when you have the classes. And please don't miss your classes, please. They are actually very, very important. Miss Zainab asked that, can any laptop be used for these classes? Oh, of course, it actually depends on your skill. For example, like I know you can actually use any laptop for virtually all the skills here, but you can actually talk to your mentor, that is your tutor, to actually gain more knowledge about that. Thank you. And Ms. Adesewa Olatoye said, can we have a change of course? Something different from what we registered for. And if you want to change your course, you can actually reach out to me. I will ask you, you have to have a tangible reason why you want to switch your course. So if your reason is actually tangible enough, I will forward it to the management. So if they allow for a change of course, we will switch your class. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Yusuf Abdulhamid said, okay, I should recap on what I mentioned about the project. So I mentioned that we have a project that we all have to work on as participants. So after your learning, you have to actually collaborate with other participants from every skill and work on a project that can actually help the society. The project will be a massive one, so get ready for that. So Mr. Adedayo Tunji said, is the class going to be every day? No, not really. You're going to be having classes twice or thrice in a week. So not every day. We are going to share the timetable for you. So you can't have your classes every day. Most of us are actually students. Some of us are civil servants. Some of us are doing a lot of businesses. So we just want to make this thing very, very comfortable for all of us. We want to make learning comfortable. That's one of the things we do as the Nupe Tech community. So don't worry, the class will be every day. Mr. or Mrs. Funam David said, would there be an internship for best graduating student? Wow. It's actually a very good question. Well, we don't know. I don't know that yet, but as a program manager, I can assure you that if I'm going to talk to the management about this, just try to be very good in your classes. There are going to be opportunities. There are always opportunities from the Nupe Tech community in all of our scholarship. So if you actually do well, don't worry. There are going to be packages for you. Don't worry, Mr. Fudon David. I'm promising you that. Nice to meet you, George, and happy for your onboarding session with beginners, guides, application, and should be provided. All right. Mr. Abdulrahman, you are going to give you guides on abbreviations. Don't worry about that. Our mentors are actually people that know how to lecture very well. They are going to stoop down to any level to make sure that all participants get to enjoy this opportunity. Okay, Miss Precious Inweze said, is this onboarding? Okay, it's actually recorded. I believe it's recorded. So you are going to share it to you later. You are going to listen to it again. Mrs. Gloria Ayola said, can one take another course after this one, or are we just entitled to one scholarship? No, actually no. So after this scholarship, our plan at NTC is to make sure that we actually continue to teach people about tech, to make sure people have opportunity to tech. So if you take one tech skill now, in the next scholarship, you can actually be able to like register for another one. So no, you are not actually rigid to just one scholarship. Thank you so much. I don't know if that's all. If anybody wants to say something, if you want to unmute your mic and talk, let's talk, please. Miss Itunu, okay, you can unmute. Okay, I see a question here. So my laptop does not have good processor. Hope I can use it. Oh, it depends on the skill you actually registered for. It depends on the skill. I don't know if you can actually give the skill you registered for along with the spec of a laptop. Maybe your tutor can actually help with that front-end development. Yes, I believe you can actually do it. It's not something hard. It's not something that actually requires high level quantum computer or something, I don't think you are going to have any problem regarding that, Miss or Mr. Precious Inweze. So, what is your plan on physical classes for future scholarships? Well, we have plans actually. So we initially this scholarship was supposed to be hybrid. That means we're supposed to have physical and online classes. That's physical and virtual. But while filling the form, you notice a space where you are supposed to pick your physical location for us to know where to have our physical classes. Unfortunately, the amount of people, the percentage of people that actually chose virtual are actually much more than physical. So because of that, we could not have physical classes because the people that will be actually be having the physical classes will be too little, and they are actually distributed along a very large area. That means they are not concentrated in our hubs. So because of that, we are not having physical classes for now. So let's say the next scholarship sessions, we have more people in those areas, then we can have our physical classes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Any other question before we end the call? Okay, let me
So in
see.
addition to Abdulquadir, if you have questions, specifically for our guest speakers, you can ask the question. However, I just want to add a more clarity on the training duration, because often we usually have these questions coming up with the scholars, right? So as you can see on the screen, the training duration is from 23rd of February, that's tomorrow, to 5th of April. But we are not saying that all classes are starting from tomorrow. But what we are saying is the duration. So within this period of time, right, within this period of time, you agree with your tutor, you set your timetable twice in a day. So obviously, maybe data analysis, they decide to go from tomorrow, or maybe cybersecurity, we don't have cybersecurity for this scholarship this time around, but let's say front end decide to start tomorrow, but you register for back end and you did not agree, your group did not agree, or your class did not agree to start tomorrow, doesn't mean that the training duration is wrong. So the training duration is from this period of time to so time. So we expect you to cover all the syllabus within that period of time upon the schedule class agreement you had with your tutor. So within that time, we have other activities that we need to, run, because it's not just about the technical parts only, the soft skills. So we give the soft skill part as well. So please, let's take note of that. Any other questions, maybe clarification after this onboarding, right? I believe everybody has joined their classes, right? Make sure that everybody joined their classes before the onboarding section. So communicate in your class, reach out to your facilitator. They're already in the class, in the group that was created for the class. They're already there. Communicate with them, talk to them and on. And also regarding change of courses, right? We announced earlier that if you want to change course, you should reach out before the onboarding section or before the commencement of the class. So say for instance, if a class of backend development are starting their class tomorrow and you are reaching out tomorrow to change your class, it will not be able to do that again, right? So you are supposed to reach out before the commencement of the class. Thank you. So that's my addition. Thank you.
Thanks so much for that. Thank you so much for that. I believe our participants have actually had all what you've said, and I believe they are going to do justice to all that. So moving on from there, I think we are done with the question and answer session, and I'm using this opportunity to welcome all of us to the Nupe Tech community. Don't worry, the Nupe Tech community is not just about the scholarship. Even after the scholarship, we believe we have a lot of things to offer. you to actually thrive and do well in the tech ecosystem. So make sure you actually screenshot this, post it online, share it everywhere. Let people know that you have actually chosen to take a very great step in your career and in your lives. Let them know that you're actually starting your tech journey with the Nupe Tech community. Let them know that very soon you are going to be doing and be thriving well in the tech ecosystem. Let them know that you are actually a techie now. So please screenshot this, share it, let your people know, instead of using your social media to talk about things that does not actually attest or that does not contribute to your lives. This is something big. This is something good that you are doing. You are in the right step. So make sure you shout about it. Make sure you actually let people know that this is what you have chosen to do and this is what you are doing. So I'm using this opportunity to welcome each and every one of us again to the Nupe Tech community, and I hope you have a very, very wonderful time in your time in the Nupe Tech Community Scholarship 5.0. Thank you so much. I believe we are going to be ending the call right now, so I can see all of us that have actually stayed through the course of this onboarding session. I can see us, and I think we actually deserve to give ourselves a round of applause. Let's share the emoji for ourselves. In fact, let me clap for all of us. Let me clap for us. We have done wonderfully well for staying for 2 hours plus. That shows the dedication. That shows that we are actually ready for this. And I want us to actually continue with this, regardless of the time our schedule is falling into or our timetable is falling into. Let's make sure we persevere. Let's be committed to this. And in 4 weeks' time, in 6 weeks' time, I'm very sure we are going to attest that we have actually stepped further in our lives. We have added a lot to what we were before. This is your chance to step into the tech ecosystem. Please and please don't let us misuse this. Let us use it very, very well. Let's be committed. Let us collaborate. Let's network. Let's be whatever we want to be. It's another chance for us to do the right thing. So let us do the right thing in a very great way. Thank you so much. Signing out. This is Mohammed Abdulquadir for the Nupe Tech community. And I also have my co-program managers with me. I have Fatima Al Hassan and I have Bashir Sultanat with me, and I believe I had Suleiman Ahmad with me. I also have let me check those are the volunteers. These are the people that have made all these things easy for us, all the organization, all the adding to classes, all the communication. They have been doing wonderful job to ensure that the Nupe Tech community is actually getting closer to our goals of helping people with tech skill and technology. Thank you so much. Thank you all, and God bless you. Good day.
Thank you so much and have a wonderful day ahead. You are welcome to the Nupe Tech community. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.